I got my soft Tennessee, soft Tennessee soles on.
Soft. We're gonna have to use this
soft soles.
The
Softest soles you've ever seen.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in right now, welcome to Pillow Talk. Number one, first and foremost. Number two, I hope your ears.
Episode 4.
But I also hope your ears are making you feel real good.
I bet it's coming in real nice and soft.
It sounds good to me.
Yeah. I don't know about you, Alex, but I feel like we just got a little better looking. Just a little.
I was gonna say it, but I'm glad you said it first.
Yeah. I knew we were both thinking it.
Is there such a thing as being audio sexy?
I mean, if there's not, there is now.
Oh, gosh. Man.
Yeah.
If I heard this of like a prank caller, but they're like, hey, how are you? What is the brand of wash and dryer that you have? And they click and hang up. I'm like, you know what? They're okay.
If you feel a little exotic after listening to this,
Yeah.
don't be ashamed.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Just let it ride.
Yeah.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah. Episode 4, buddy.
Episode 4. Welcome
We're
to the
going
podcast,
places.
everybody. Episode 4. We are challenging ourselves to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pillow talk.
Pillow talk.
Alex and Jer.
Alex and Jerry. Here we are. We're human. What do you want to know?
Go ahead and throw your questions out anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime you're ready.
We'll wait.
Anytime. Yeah.
We'll wait.
I've got time. Do you?
Jer.
I've got time. Do you?
I'll make time.
We'll
Jer-
make time for you.
Jer,
and people.
stripe testing at the old Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu place.
Oh, how's that going for
this
you,
week?
buddy?
This week?
You're going for 2?
I'm hoping to go
Two?
tomorrow for the second stripe.
Okay.
Do you think that makes me a killer, or do you feel like the first one made me a killer?
Yeah, I think as soon as you get on that stripe program.
That stripe train?
Yeah.
That stripe train?
So, just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
how many stripes do you have to get before you
Bell test?
jump on? Yeah.
4.
Really?
4. Yeah, four stripes. There's what is that? It's the white drill, the green drill, the blue drill, the brown drill, and I think the Grandmaster drill. I'm not sure if somebody's gonna call me out on it. I don't know.
We'd usually do a stripe or 2, and then you jump up. It just depended. There was there was no actual real laws as far as the stripe went. It was just it was something they'd give you when you were at a certain point in your journey.
Hey.
Your journey. Hey, from now on, let's go ahead and call it journey.
My jiu-jitsu
Your
journey.
Yeah.
What's the short form of jiu-jitsu? I heard was it Cody No Love say something like that. He posted this cute picture of him and his kid watching Uncle so and so lead his or teach his jitsu class. Did you just say jitsu? Is that like a thing?
I've heard people call it jits.
Jits, just like the jits class. Jits class.
Yeah, I don't know that Cody No Love is any place to talk about jiu-jitsu, but
Is he not a groundwork guy?
no.
Didn't know that. Didn't know that. By the way, can I say something about him and neck tattoos?
Yeah.
One of the few human beings that make neck tattoos look so
100%
good.
agree with that.
So good, bro.
100% agree with that.
And that's a clear no homo statement. First of all,
he makes me actually want to get a neck tattoo. Like would I ever get a neck tattoo?
Yeah.
No.
Like,
No,
are you
I
gonna
would
work?
not.
Are you gonna work at a
But-
bank? I know you're not.
No, I'm not. But yeah. Will I ever actually get a neck tattoo? For sure, no. But he makes me want to get one.
Do you know what?
It was like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Show with Maroon 5.
Adam Levine. Just
Like would I ever get blacked out, blocky tattoos like that? No.
Yeah.
But he makes me want to do that.
I have some
When I see
blocky.
that,
I have some.
that makes me-
If you were gonna call that blocky.
See, I wouldn't know.
No.
His are you'd call that like
This is a dark evergreen.
you call
bro.
that like an old-fashioned tattoo. Is those
Yeah.
big blocky
Are
black
you into what?
tattoos?
Because that seems more neo-modern. Is that what that is? What's the style?
Neo-modern.
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
brand new.
I don't classify my tattoos,
Yeah,
bro.
this
okay?
is art, bro.
You don't put in my tattoos and
Yeah,
try to classify them. Put them in some kind of way. I've had so many different tattoo artists on me that I don't think I can really say that I'm into more things than not. I do as I've gotten older. I've gotten more into the black and white, black and gray, than actually doing
A little bit of orange, red, some red and blue.
Well, these are this is things I got when I was younger. You know what I mean? When I was younger, I was all about the color.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of color.
Yeah.
But then as I've
Black
gotten
and white.
older, I'm more of the black and gray.
Hey,
tattoos.
how many? Because you're pretty covered. Because I know you got a lot of torso stuff as well. Overall,
So many torso
and
things,
leg
dude.
stuff too. You got some leg stuff.
Dude. Have you seen my legs?
Not all of them, but some.
Yeah. Let's just put it this way. I squat.
I score. Hey, how many
This guy never skips leg day.
Dude, leg day is one day that I skip.
I know it is. I've seen your legs, dude. We've talked about this already.
I will. Here's how I train my legs.
There's one of us that sends each other's leg selfies, and it wasn't me. Yeah. It wasn't not me. One of us did, but it wasn't me.
Listen.
The guess is up to you. It's your choice.
Can you keep a secret? How many tattoo artists would you say have touched thy body?
I counted once. It's probably in the 7.
7.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a tattoo artist fix a tattoo that somebody else started or finish that tattoo?
This one's a cover up right here.
That's a cover up.
Yep.
What was it of? Like this piece right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a phoenix. It was more of a tribal phoenix, I would say. It was a tribal phoenix, and then I got a whole piece of
that's
phoenix.
very Caucasian. Very Caucasian of you though.
Yeah, you get tribal.
White dudes get white tribal tattoos.
Yeah, But that's one thing though I do not regret that I'm so happy I never did.
Yeah.
Was to get the barbed wire tattoo around the
that
bicep.
one. You dodged that one, bro.
I did because I'm not gonna lie, I wanted one. I wanted one when I was 18. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get one of them tribal armbands because it keeps it real.
So
keep it so real, bro.
So the Phoenix, was it dark black? And because my question is this.
No, it was a color. It was a color, but it was just more tribal. It was more like a blocky Phoenix. Like that's all it was just this Phoenix thing, and it was actually pretty decent. But I wanted a full piece. Like my envisionment of what it was going to be and what it turned out to be was,
yeah,
a little different.
A little different. Hey, so to what extent could they actually cover up a tattoo? Because what I'm assuming is if I had this nice dark blocky thing, you can cover up almost anything. But where was the Phoenix there? Because I'm seeing a lot of light colors there. Where's the Phoenix?
Yeah, you can see it.
You can still see some of the Phoenix?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They kind of anger. Oh, I see what you're saying.
You see a little bit of the wing?
Yep. Well, you also got the Phoenix right there, right?
Yes. I got a Phoenix over a Phoenix.
Oh.
But the last Phoenix was a tribal.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
This is more of a
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
But yeah, I was actually told by multiple tattoo people like, oh, you're gonna have to laser that. There's not
really? You gotta remove it and then put some on it.
But then my girl Mouse from Seattle, shout out to Mouse.
Mouse.
Yeah.
Gangster name.
Oh, dude, she's cool as shit. But yeah, she took the challenge.
She done one over.
She took the tattoo challenge. Is what she did. She's like, hey,
challenge accepted.
I'll cover that.
Challenge accepted. Never had anything fixed. The only thing I would say that I wish I did differently is so this side here. I kind of started from here and then I worked my way up, and that's a big rookie mistake because I wanted to start clean. I just thought I just wanted this. In fact, that was my first like visual tattoo that I had. That I was like, you know what? I don't care what my parents think. I don't think what people think. And then right after I got that, I was like, well, I'm not hiding anything. So I got the next sentimental thing was, so this is my anniversary. Then my kids, right? So I got the 2 cherubs for the kids. And then I realized,
where did the leaves? I haven't seen.
So the leaves are new, and there's a rose in the back.
Edition,
huh? So then, but here's
what do we got up here?
Yeah.
I haven't seen this.
You haven't seen this?
Mr. Lion.
Yeah. A little bit of bravery.
Didn't see that.
A little bit of Jesus in there, bro.
Someone's got some courage,
bro. A little bit of Jesus, King Jesus, a resurrected King, bro. Boom, right there. Got a little rose for my mom right there in the back.
Cute.
You know, but here's the thing though. I kind of wish I started from the top of the shoulder down first. I had one guy do this and that, and then a different guy did the rest with the leaves and stuff like that.
The line looks clean.
Lion's
clean.
Getting a lot of compliments on the line in the summer and the tanks, bruh.
Of course you are.
But you know,
I've never met a sleeve that I liked. I'll be honest.
Never. Not even this.
No, a sleeve on my shirt. Like
really?
Like I gotta go tank top.
I see what you did.
That's
there.
what I'm saying. I'm not talking sleeve tattoo sleeves.
I see what you, yeah.
I'm talking sleeves on my shirts.
Nobody likes to get choked out, right? Nobody likes to be restricted.
Yeah.
Are you excited for warm weather?
You can keep your sleeves, bro.
Dude, warm weather needs to be here now, like today.
Yeah, it does.
How many snowfalls we had this year? At least 6, 7?
Yeah,
at least.
I bet. Yeah, I feel like we have been a little spoiled this year.
Great skiing time. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But March is around the corner, and all I'm saying is spring cleaning better get happening.
Word on the streets that Brundage is sitting at that 10-foot mark right now.
Dude, word in the street is Brundage is happening right now.
Yeah.
Dude.
Might even be more than 10 feet. I might just be making that up.
I'm going skiing on Friday. You off on Friday? You want to go ski?
I'm not off on Friday. I'm going to go Thursday evening, I think.
I'm free after 7:30.
What's your...
After 7:30, bro.
7:30 p.m.
That's,
Oh yeah. Why don't you swing on up?
Yeah.
Why don't you swing on up?
Hey, make a quick reservation. A quick little resi.
You'll get a good 1 hour of slope time.
Nah, dude, it's pitch dark. I don't like night skiing. I don't like night skiing because
I love night skiing.
I like night skiing for the perspective of like how cheap it is. I like saving a buck, but what I hate is you can save a buck and enjoy the skiing for about an hour, and then after that it's just you having to ski by just faith and faith alone, bro. Like the little moguls that are coming down.
I don't have problems with it.
It's icy, bruh.
Well, if it's icy, then sure, that's a different story. If it's icy during the day, then you're still dealing with the same situation.
Temps drop pretty quick,
bruh.
Do you get a little liquored up before? Yeah, that's why. That's why.
Of course, if you're not night skiing with a backpack full of the beer skis.
Yeah.
Beer skis,
well, that makes sense.
Then that's
you might as well go to open heart surgery.
Well, I mean, there's no lines when you go at night.
That's true. That's true.
You're dealing with a different source of skiers.
I will say it's that true, but I also will say it's super beautiful at night. Like you could see Boise lit up.
Yeah.
You got the lights here. You got a bro right there. You're reminiscent about a memory that you had, right? You're sharing this time together.
I didn't know that they're one of the few slopes, because in Southeast Idaho, I think almost all the slopes I can think of all have night skiing. But Bogus is the only one in this area that has night skiing. I didn't know that.
Brundage and Tamarack doesn't?
Tamarack, Anthony Lakes, none of them have night skiing. So it's kind of a lure to when you talk about Bogus to people like it. When I went skiing in Oregon, and I would talk to them about Bogus, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I heard they had night skiing there." I was like,
"Really?
Yeah, they do." They'd be like, "Ooh, I've been wanting to go there." Just for that, like they want to come all the way to Bogus just for the night skiing.
How far do you think, apart from Bogus, you'd have to travel to get some night skiing?
It's fun.
How far would you say? Like if you're like, hey, I want to, like, what's the radius? What's the closest mountain you can go night skiing at apart from Bogus?
I don't know. Southeast Idaho is the only ones I know of.
Dang, dude.
Besides that one.
That's a dark place I don't want to live in.
And if there's no night skiing in Oregon, which I don't know that there is, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but when I was up in Oregon skiing, they made it sound like there was no place up there to actually do that. So
that's not a world I want to live in.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, that's not a lifestyle. That's not a lifestyle I partake in.
It's
but
gross.
At the same time, I feel like that might as well be Soviet Russia.
Yeah,
or
I'm getting kind of sick talking
South
about
Korea. It makes me depressed as we're talking about it.
Keep your capitalism.
Yeah. This is America, and we make it great.
It's America.
We try.
By the way, speaking of America,
I
want to touch on another thing.
What's up?
When someone tells you, "Hey, let's meet up at noon," most people think, "No, that's 12 o'clock. That's 12 o'clock my time.
Yeah,
that's 12 p.m. If you will."
Would you say it's 12 to 1, or would you say it's 11 to 1?
I'd say it's 12.
12.
Noon means 12, sir.
I believe
it. And I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You're not from this country originally.
Thank you for welcoming. Thank you for opening your doors.
Welcome to my country.
Yeah. Thank you for opening. Idaho welcomes them.
Yeah, thanks for not building the wall. We appreciate it. Hey, thanks for not building the wall. Yet. But I get it.
Yeah.
But just because
what time is it right now? What time is it? 12. It's 12.
It's 12:09. It's noon 09, bro. It's noon 09 is what I would say. Noon 09. Okay, just because you're not from this country doesn't mean you can just come over here and then just change things up, dude. You can just change things up all willy-nilly.
Dude.
Like noon to me. Yeah, so he tells me that noon is 11 to him, by the way. I didn't actually finish up this conversation.
Can I tell you this?
He tells me by noon, I mean 11.
Yeah.
I'm like, in what world does noon mean 11?
First of all,
that's when I eat, he says. That's when I eat.
First of all, you were so angry when you wrote that.
I just woke up, man.
Did you really?
I did. I told you I just woke up at 8.
Ask me what time I woke up when I texted you that.
What time did you wake up, Alex?
5 o'clock.
Why?
Because the early bird catches the worm.
I don't think that's why. You got to take your kids to school or something.
5 o'clock in the morning, bro? No.
Yeah, you got to get up and get your kids ready.
No, dude.
Dust them off.
Here's my thing, dude. I have perfected and tuned this body to be a money-making machine.
Oh, God.
Okay? So that means when you are resting and getting your REM sleep, bro, I am on the computer hustling away. Writing blog posts, talking to companies, making deals, bro.
So cool, blogging.
Using a Bluetooth.
I wake up at 5 and I blog, bro. I blog hard.
Dude.
Whoa, bro.
Hey, if it was 10 years ago and somebody made a blog joke,
Yeah.
I would say, okay, I get it. We all wore puka shells. Today, blogging, bro?
I feel like blogging is the faux hawk of our generation, dude.
If making money is the faux hawk of your generation,
How do you make money off blogs?
sign me up. How do you make money? I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
And this is just serious talk
Give
right
me
now.
Give me a financial rundown on the money-making schemes of blogs.
Money-making schemes.
It sounds like a pyramid scheme to me.
It is. And the strongest structures that have ever survived in history were the pyramids,
European.
So here's how. Okay, so for all of you who don't know, what I do is I am a blogger, YouTuber, content creator. So there's two avenues of making money.
That's just the start.
That's just a start.
He's a great lover.
Yes,
good person.
generous. Would you say generous lover?
A nice friend.
Yeah.
What else can we
always
go?
lending a
He's
hand.
apparently a great runner.
Yeah.
He likes to jog.
That's a great compliment too, actually. So there's a couple avenues of making money.
It is.
Can I turn this into a Tony Robinson event for a second?
Yes, would you?
Do you want to make money from the comforts of your home?
You grow your hands.
Yeah. Are you
gigantic.
tired of living?
He's gigantic.
Yeah, he's huge. He looks like a man that could palm my face and dunk.
Dude, he's got mitts. Mitts for days.
Ginormous. Is
got catcher's gloves
he
on.
full Africano-Americano, or would you say he's like a mix? Because he's dark.
Tony Robbins?
Yeah. Do you think he's just white?
He's a white guy, dude.
I don't know. He's got that tan,
He's
bro.
a tall white guy.
Dude, he's got a tan on him, though.
He's like a 6 foot. What is he, like 6'7", 6'8"?
He looks like Shaq's parents had a stepson. Like, that's what he looks like.
And he's a white guy?
Nah.
Shaq's parents had a stepson and he was white?
Dude.
Tony Robbins is white.
Is
Am
he?
I wrong?
No, I'm not denying he's white. I'm just saying that there's a possibility that he also owns a chain of tanning booths.
Just because he's really tall.
No, tall, darker
You're
complexion.
saying white people can't be tall, bro?
Well, with that kind of weight, Tony Robbins looks like he weighs at least 260 pounds.
Sure.
Right?
What is that?
Darker skin complexion.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's if he's like 6'7", I'm sure he weighs more than 260.
Is he 6'7"?
He's a big boy. Maybe he's not that tall.
Look, if you're saying
he looks tall.
Look, if you're saying he's white and he might be white on paper, but I bet his mama's got a secret.
Maybe people that chase those money making schemes are just really small. And so that makes him look.
Yeah.
He's only a dignified 6 foot.
Yeah. Do you know my favorite line? Do you know my favorite line? Chris D'Elia was on one of the podcasts, and they asked him, "Why are you wearing sunglasses indoors?" Oh. And he goes, "Because my future's bright.
Because my future's so bright." I saw that episode. Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, he's hilarious with his money. Anyway, blogging. How do you make money off
So,
blogs?
couple avenues.
Alex?
Okay, Kevin, couple avenues. Well,
hey, let's do this.
Yep.
Let's do this like
Yeah.
it's staged.
Yep.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
Could you tell me about your blog page?
Oh, thank you for asking, Jeremiah. So there is 3 steps of making money and becoming financially independent in the world of internet.
Ooh.
Number 1 is an audience. If you are...
Don't stop.
Tell me more.
Keep going.
So in the world of blogging, you can either A, have an audience to which you might speak of, to which brands want to pay you money that you can speak to them.
Is that like a sponsorship?
Well, close, but not there. Let me get there in 1 minute, okay? So then the second avenue.
We don't have that many minutes.
And then we do like a big text overlay. Number 2.
Yeah, they'll have his website.
Yeah.
His website will be going across the screen.
Number 2 and a big
thing.
website.
Yeah.
Number 2 is, so you have an audience that brands want to pay you. Be like, hey, we want to reach your audience. So Joe, we're going to be a prime example. Huge audience, right? Millions of people listening to and watching this stuff. And
we're coming for you, Joe.
Yeah. JJ? JR?
JR.
So that's one avenue. Second avenue is if your ability to be, and this is a word a lot of people hear, is being a content creator. And that's basically being good with the camera, being good with search engine optimization, like in terms of websites and YouTube. And you're basically producing high quality content that a lot of companies are like, look, we want our information to live on the internet. So if you sell, I don't know, certain types of screws, like there's some screws laying right there, and you're like, we want this brand to be featured. As long as you can create a really good, high-quality kind of infomercial or tutorials.
So you're blogging about screws?
Tutorials. I could be.
You blog about screws, bro?
For a certain price, I will.
Hey, will you blog about my screws?
I've only screwed once.
But it was the best screw
It was the best screw I've ever had.
Best screw you've ever seen, dude.
Yeah, and the third one is more of the generic sponsorships, but I think it kind of encapsulates the entire kind of umbrella where a company either finds out one of those 2 niches and they say, okay, so we will just put you on retainer for this amount and be our brand sponsor. So one of the brands I'm trying to work with, Aquaman, apparently is working with them, and this is just a prime example of
Is
somebody.
that Aquaman himself, or is it Jason Momoa?
Is that what his name is?
Yeah.
Well, I think Aquaman himself is not alive. I didn't want to bring it up now. I know we're living in a dark time. Listen, hey, I'm sorry. Listen. He's in
Are you going to tell me that superheroes aren't real?
He's in a better place.
Aquaman's in a better place? Are you saying he's dead? Are you sitting here telling me that Aquaman is dead?
Somewhere over the rainbow.
I don't think I can go on with this podcast, bro. I gotta walk away.
Jer,
you're bigger than this. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth.
Aquaman never dies. I'm excited about the new Avengers movie, though.
Better.
Did Aquaman ever die in any of the Avengers? He wasn't in any of the Avengers. Well, he was.
He's not. No, he's not an Avenger. He's whatever.
DC? Is that
the other
DC?
one. I don't know. I'm not going to try to be
nerds.
I'm not going to try to be a superhero nerd here.
That never felt a touch
I don't know.
of a woman
There's
before.
so many people out there right now that are like so angry at what
they're
you just
done.
said.
They just shut their laptop.
So angry
they just shut their laptop. And I'm willing to put money on it. The laptop they're shutting, probably a PC.
More than likely.
A Windows laptop.
More than likely.
Yeah. I'm also gonna get so much hate right now because I said PC and laptop together.
It's probably their parents' computer.
Yeah. Screen time is over. Yeah.
I told you to get off the computer an hour ago.
Mom, I'm a content creator.
Yeah, I'm blogging, Mom.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I choose to do my blogging afternoon.
Hey, Jer. Hey, Jer.
At noon.
Tell me about your watch, bro.
My watch?
Your watch, bro.
Do you want to go into the watch already?
It's a nice looking watch.
This might be like a end of segment type of thing.
You think so?
Because we might cry. Because I might cry. You might. I don't know if you'll cry, but I might cry. Are you gonna cry? Are you crying?
I'm not.
Yeah. I'm just gonna throw it out right now that I do have a cat, and I might be allergic to cats.
Yeah. This is strictly the cats.
Yeah.
And this is exactly great segment. I hate cats.
Okay. Let's talk about the watch then.
Okay.
We're gonna get serious.
Grab your tissues.
At the almost 30-minute mark, we're gonna get serious already.
Has it really been almost 30 minutes? Oh my gosh.
I know. We're jumping right on it. I'll tell my version, and then you can tell your version. How about that?
Okay.
Because yours is probably more beautiful than mine is actually. Because I don't remember your exact words, but it was nice. It was nice. Let's just say it that way.
Okay.
So me and Alex.
Damn you, Jer!
Yeah, I would have recorded it if I would have known that was if I would have known that was what was going to happen that particular day when I showed up to your house.
Yeah.
I would have had a GoPro on, bro.
Right there?
Yes.
You wouldn't do a chest piece like the cops?
No, I would do it right here.
I would have done the point of view.
Awkwardly. I would wear a big helmet.
POV right here on the belt.
I wish I had one of those. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I believe this happened about the time that Alex took a new job, and we became friends from working in the same facility, the same healthcare facility for quite some time. Yeah. And he took a new job. He was moving on, bigger and better places.
Just flying real close to the sun.
More towards his dreams, I guess, aspirations to be the best RT that he could be at the time. And so I go over to his house to have a beer with him, get a couple drinks in us.
I'm painting the scenario right here.
Yeah.
So there he was. He showed up,
there's beers. We were in his garage. Yeah.
Suppressing a lot of feelings right now.
I promised myself I wouldn't do it.
Why does it hurt so much?
I'd get through this. Maybe he was thinking that we would. But I mean, you're probably right though. I mean, you probably had a nice premonition with that because we did kind of not stop hanging out for a while.
Yeah.
Once you went on to the hospital setting of respiratory therapy,
you become war buddies.
Yeah, it was more like a war buddy thing.
Yeah.
That's good scenario. Well, I mean, there's probably a lot of veterans out there that are like,
oh yeah, like
fuck you guys. You just compared that
with their prosthetic.
You just compared that to what we went through.
Prosthetic leg. Look, I'm sorry. Thank you for your service. We're just trying to figure things out.
I apologize.
Listen,
so
let us have this one.
Yeah. So we had a good. I think we were day drinking. We had a good day of day drinking in your garage, messing around. Is
that the day you pulled my Jeep with a rope?
Oh, I hope it was.
I hope it was.
That would make it so much more epic. But I don't think it was. But that would be so much more epic if it was. Yeah, I don't even know why we did that day, by the way.
No, it's not we. You pulled my Jeep. I was in my Jeep, and you had a rope in front of it pulling my Jeep down my cul-de-sac.
Somebody put the rope in front of their Jeep and had me pull them.
Might have been me. I don't know. It was my Jeep. It was my Jeep at the time.
There's video footage out there, I believe, of that. Me doing that. That's kind of funny. Anyway, so towards the end of the eve, we'll call it the evening,
fourth night,
even though it was probably only like 1 p.m. or something, 1,300 hours or so.
That's what happens when we work at a hospital, and things are different.
We just figure things out.
All of our regular friends are working.
Yeah, so Alex starts telling me a story of his father, which we've already touched on, that he's from Russia. I'm not exactly sure where in Russia you're from.
It's next to like the appendix part of the continent.
Appendix?
Yeah.
Is it the?
Yeah.
All right. So he tells me about how when his father decided that they were gonna move.
Do you remember the story?
Am I telling it wrong?
No, you're doing good. I just want to be like, should I help? No, I mean,
you should help a little bit, just as far as like, I don't remember the scenario of why you guys decided to move. To America.
So I had in Russia, there's kind of like two scenarios that kind of happen. Is well, not two, but typically at the age of 18, the 18-year-old in the family ends up going to Afghanistan to be enlisted. Well, actually, they become enlisted, but the war at the time was in Afghanistan.
You had to?
Huh? You had to. Age of 18, it's like a thing. Like just like here, you
Afghanistan.
You go into the military, right? You're automatically kind of like Israel. Israel at a certain time, you just 100% just enlisted. But at that time, the war that was going on in Russia was in Afghanistan. That just
now
happened.
I'm with you.
Yeah. And so my oldest brother Igor was next step for that. Now at the same time, I'm the youngest of three. My middle brother, Sasha, he is 2 years younger than him. He was more developmentally delayed. And so in his certain diagnoses, he had one of his lungs was deflated, never inflated, so like atelectasis basically. Right. And so Russia at that time was not at the point where they can actually have that kind of procedure to kind of reinflate that lung, if you will. Okay. The United States was a place that we needed to go. And so those two kind of decisions were the main kind of center points that got us out here. So we had aunts and uncles that come out here.
Was he having a lot of airway issues and like pneumonia?
I don't know, because at that time I was probably 6 years old, 6 or 7. Okay. So I don't know. He might have. So at that time, if I was 6 or 7, he might have been maybe 8 or 9 years old. Okay. I don't know what was going on. Well, was there handicap? I don't know based off of that part.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so my dad had one of his childhood best friends, and I mean they were knee high to a duck when they became friends. And when we were moving to the States, and we moved to the States in '96, my dad's best friend.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
This is where the Kleenexes come out. Go ahead and hey, let's just take a moment so our audience can just pull out their Kleenexes.
Also,
go ahead and get your hanky.
Also, can we cue Sarah McLachlan music?
Yeah, we should definitely have some
In the Arms of an Angel.
Soft tone going on right now behind.
Arms of an angel, fly away. Anywho, Sarah. So my dad's best friend said, look, I don't come from money, and neither do you. And when you go to the United States, and this is kind of like the hopeful mentality that every immigrant has when they're about to move to the States, is he says, and for some reason, every person moving to the States, everybody always thinks you're going to be the next Michael Jackson. So they think like money's just going to be thrown at you, but everything comes from hard work. But anywho, he says money won't be an issue for you when you get there, though we moved here with a couple of bags of clothing. Right. And I think maybe $2,000 at most in like savings. He said you'll have everything, but one thing I want to give you is my soul. And he says this is me giving you my soul. And it was a watch. It was a military watch. It was an official. I don't know if so in Russian it translates to, it's in Russian it's Командирский часы, which means commander's watch. And I don't know.
Why did I just get hard when I said
Bro.
Bro. Don't start speaking Russian around me, man.
This is not even a Valentine's Day segment.
Yeah,
this is not even a Valentine's Day segment.
It just went from sad and sentimental to erotica.
We got erotica and Sarah McLachlan music in the same
We're jumping.
So he gave him his watch right off of his wrist. I mean, and he served in the military with that watch, and I still have that watch. So my dad got it. We lived in the States for probably 17 years at that time. Then I got that watch, and I kind of refurbished it to it's kind of like the modern day present. And so I have that watch. I still have that watch.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And my hopes is to give that watch to my kids. And so so perhaps, when did I give you that watch? About 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so I that time, because I got my dad's watch, I started collecting different watches. I started kind of expanding my reservoir of watches.
I'm a watch guy myself. That's why I think we had that in common.
And so I had this watch that I loved so much, and this watch on his wrist. He kind of told it I feel like you just told it in like the non-sentimental way. Did I? I feel like
sort of.
When a man says, "This is my soul that I give you,"
I don't think you said it like that. This is
what my dad's friend said.
My version. I know. This is my version of the story you told me. Is that when your dad moved here, his best friend said, "I don't have much.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can give you that you don't already have.
Yeah. That's exactly.
But I want to give you this possession of mine.
Yeah.
So you'll always remember me."
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you told me.
The word that you're missing is, and this is maybe, I don't know if I mentioned that about part, is the word was this, and this is how my dad said it. He says, "Mою душу," meaning my soul, I give to you, kind of thing. Which
beautiful.
That's beautiful, man.
It is beautiful.
It's sentimental, and I appreciate it. I haven't seen that in 5 years. You're wearing that. It looks clean, bro.
I rock it, dude. Yeah.
Cleans, bro.
I rock it.
This is the part where Jeremiah and I make it hard. And I'm gonna let him get second base with me. So we're gonna go to a quick commercial break.
I knew there'd be a. I'd finally get there, dude.
Yeah.
The moment when I'd finally get there. Yeah. So okay, and scene.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Back to being silly.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of these mics, SM7Bs.
SM7Bs.
Yep. I'm telling you right now, and I read about these, and there's this legend, this stigmata about them, because they were used in the making of Thriller, Michael Jackson Thriller.
These mics,
these exact mics.
I didn't know
it might be this mic. It might be the mics we have right now, were actually the ones that Michael Jackson,
so grateful,
Michael MJ himself, was singing into.
Really,
it's regarded as one of the greatest albums of all time. Top 5 at least.
I cannot believe this mic has been around that long.
5.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
that to me is so sexy. It's so sexy.
Because these are known to be for a podcast mic.
Right. That's what's so fantastic about them, I guess, is they've been used to make a lot of great music content too, even though they were developed to be more of a radio broadcasting type style mic.
Yeah. No, really excited that we got an opportunity to use these mics. I really think it just turned up the notch on our production quality.
We just got real.
Taking away any kind of obstacles.
Yeah. Just imagine.
All right. Also, we're going to take a quick second saying, if you don't subscribe yet, hit that subscribe button. Smash that notification bell if that's your thing.
Yeah, you don't have to be notified. Just say no. Yeah. No, I don't want to be notified every time they put out an episode, but we do want to subscribe.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Also, like and share, too. That helps us get the word out.
Tell your friends. Tell your family. Say, hey, I know this guy.
We'll buy you a beer.
Oh. Speaking of liking and sharing, though.
Yeah.
It finally happened, Alex.
What's up?
When I decided to go Facebook with this, I knew that there was
we basically told America, is like, here we are.
Yeah. When I created a page for this podcast. I knew that there was going to come to a point when my mom was going to hear this podcast.
Did she hear your podcast?
My mom, and I was born and raised Mormon. LDS.
Oh.
Shout out to the Latter-day Saints.
Should we though?
Yes, we should.
Okay.
Anyway, so I grew up in that culture, that religion, if you will.
Okay. Which is, I forget about that actually.
And I will be the first to tell anyone out there, I am the biggest mama's boy. The biggest mama's boy out
really?
there. Oh yeah. I've lived my entire life off, bouncing around.
I get it.
Put up that Captain America shield as far as like what my mom can see that I do outside of
all day
the house.
Do you know how long
outside
it took
of the house?
Do you know how long it took me to get this stuff, bro?
I was actually surprised when I saw that you went below the elbow because I didn't think that would ever be like. Not that I didn't know that was family related. I just thought that I didn't think that you'd ever go below the elbow as far as
neither did I.
Tattoos go.
There came a moment though.
Yeah, they're obviously.
Get off the teat, bro.
But this is what's great about this is my mom said she loved it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, she said she loved it.
Mama.
Yeah. Then I was like, I was a little worried. I was a little worried because it's
Mama Peterson. Mama Peterson.
Yeah.
Church of
Granny
the Latter-day
P.
Saints.
Granny P.
Of the Latter-day Saints.
Yes, sir.
Like the only picture I've ever seen you and your parents is you looking Baptist AF, bro.
Baptist.
I mean, you were like, you had a tie, you had a shirt. It was like a funeral. I think it was a family funeral and stuff like that. Like, I mean, there's just a stereotype of like just being very conservative. I guess that's what I'm because I grew up Baptist. That's what I.
Right.
Yeah, dude, you look super.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, she followed it up with saying, "I didn't listen to it all because it's not for your mama." Is what she said. Her exact words were "not for your mama," and that should probably be the title of this particular podcast. Is going to be "Not for Your Mama."
Not your average mama's
episode
podcast.
4. Episode 4. Not for your mama.
That's cool though, man.
Yeah, it made me smile because she was like, "How did you ever get so charismatic like that?" Like
that's
cool. My family's always been really quiet and shy and very religious. Say very religious, very kept to themselves.
Yeah.
We don't try to branch out very hard, but it was good. It was a good compliment. I took it. It made me happy.
That's cool though. I think what I think she's I wonder if she's celebrating the fact that you're doing something so outside of the box.
Oh, for sure.
I think
that was almost 100% of what I got out of her message.
Because my mom and dad I've from blogging and content creating, I've replaced my income through and through, and the only reason I'm still doing part-time the hospital thing is because of insurance and stuff like that. And and being a dad of 2 kids, I'm just such a scaredy cat of like what if kind of thing.
Yeah, it's hard to make that dive.
Yeah, but
for sure.
But till this day, like my parents heard of the sponsorships that I have with like Home Depot and stuff like that, and traveling all over the country. My mom's still like, "Oh, are you still doing that thing
so
you're
doing
on the journal?
You're still your dad's like, so you're still being a respiratory therapist, though, right, son?
You're still in the hospital,
you're
right?
not just doing all willy nilly.
Yeah, no, honestly, that's kind of like how it is. Like,
not doing that crazy wood stuff.
Yeah, the crazy wood stuff, like the crazy internet silly stuff, like games. And, and
you're like, Pops, I made 6 figures last year. Yeah. You see this? I haven't had a carb in over 3 years. I got abs.
Yeah. I wear the same shirt size as Keanu Reeves. No, but it's like, and I had my in-laws go, like my mother-in-law, she's sweet, but she goes like, "Are you still doing that fun thing that you do on the internet?" And I'm like,
that thing when you play around with the microphones.
So it's kind of like, do you understand the money that I've made? So it's cool.
They don't.
It's cool, like the way that your mom, the way you're kind of orchestrating it's cool. Like the way your mom kind of presented is like. That speaks volumes,
Yeah. It made me super happy.
Because honestly, new age media, nobody gets it. Nobody understands there's really money to be made. They think you're kind of having fun and somebody's covering your costs kind of thing.
Yeah. She started out the text with, "Hi, son. I saw your podcast," and I was like, "Oh."
That's like, you know what that means? That almost means like I saw you have a tattoo. Like you're like, "Oh man."
Yeah, I mean that was a big thing for me too. And like the first time I showed up without a sweater on, to the house.
Did you know that it was last summer that so I didn't have this last summer, so my parents probably finally only saw this through some of just Instagram stuff. But I've had this for a couple of years, and last summer my parents showed up and my shirt was hanging off like this. And it was the day that I go, you know what? I don't care anymore. Like, I'm an adult. I have 2 kids. I have a mortgage. I'm making good decisions in life. I have a great relationship with my kids.
I'm taking my shirt off.
And so I had a T-shirt on, and it was sticking out. My tattoo was sticking out this much. And Irina was like, "You're going to wear that?" I'm like, "Today's the day. I'm going to spread my wings and fly." In the words of TLC, I'm a peacock.
You don't want no scrub.
let me fly.
I don't.
That's not TLC.
I don't
think it's TLC, but
no.
They should.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of like the day that I kind of said, I just really don't care. It's silly for me to care now. what my parents think. I mean, that's not no disrespect, but just kind of be like, you're an adult.
Yeah,
like, you have,
It's funny. I went through the exact same
Did
scenario.
you really?
I had a tank top on, and Felicia was like, "You're gonna wear that to dinner with your parents?" And I was
You did
like,
tank.
This is what I got. Like,
How many-
that's what I had on, and
how
so
many
it was
pieces?
like, I'm not running back to the house to change.
How many pieces did you have on you at that
So-
time, though? If you were saying, because I'm thinking when you say tank, I'm thinking this.
Yeah, I don't think. Shoot.
Can you
I'm
watch
not
your,
sure.
Hey, watch your
I'm not
language,
sure.
bro.
Shoot, I said shoot, sir.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Clean it up.
Yeah.
Clean it up.
We're gonna bleep that up, folks.
Clean it up. Yeah. If you're offended by any of this, we're gonna bleep it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back over and bleep it out.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a clean version and a dirty version.
The one to share with your parents.
Just like your.
If your
just
parents
like-
want to listen to podcasts,
Yeah.
we'll give you a link.
Do they still do that, by the way?
Mm.
Remember back in the day when you'd buy like a tape, you could buy the clean version or the
They did that with CDs.
explicit version.
They did that with CDs for
Do
sure.
they still though?
No, because nowadays
Is that
nobody buys
still a
CDs.
thing?
No, the first problem you have nowadays is the fact you're
I
buying
bet
CDs.
you can still find a clean version on iTunes though if you like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Go and say.
But it'll
oh,
actually say explicit or whatever. Like you can
Right.
still do it. But like nowadays, first of all, if you're buying CDs, you need to talking to. Okay, that's the first part.
Yeah.
But second of all, no, you could still do it. You could still when I use Amazon Music and I'll type it in and I'll say explicit or whatnot. You know?
Huh. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Those are the good old days.
Instagram actually has this feature where you can take an Instagram story and put like a 15-second clip or a 10-second clip of a music lyric, and I always do Tupac, and that boy does not bleep a thing. And when they de-bleep
You
it,
can't.
when you de-bleep it, it's like
can't.
literally, it's like 10 seconds of him going, yo, mama,
That's
talking, baby.
super. Hey, that's super censor Tupac.
Yeah,
Of anybody.
I think if it, I
In
think
fact,
it's like,
in fact, I don't think I can think of any other artist out there that if you're censoring, it's so disrespectful.
I'll disagree with you. If you're
there
Tekashi
someone else?
6ix9ine, you censor that dude.
No, I'm saying to censor him is so disrespectful. Tekashi, that guy's not even a real person.
He's not. No, he's got some
He's
charges
not even
against him.
No, he does.
He's got some charges against him.
Yeah.
Though.
And he rolled.
And guess what?
He rolled.
We're not gonna do shout out to
All
Tekashi
his
6ix9ine.
friends, yeah.
We are not.
He rolled over on all of his friends.
Apparently, he's got some affiliation with Bloods, dude. I don't know how much I believe. Like when I was in middle school, I remember I had buddies who were like, "Oh,
Yeah, I
like
remember
you
that
get in a
too.
little conversation."
Everybody did that. That dude used to be a Crip.
Yeah.
He
in
knows
in
his
middle
cousins-
school.
Yeah. His cousin's brother's fucking third child
my
was a Crip, bro.
Gosh, dude. Everybody would just
how it
drop
always
these
was,
names.
too,
I'm
yeah.
like, were you though? Like,
Yeah, and
I don't know.
are you sure? Like I moved here from
Yeah.
Utah, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Oh, yeah, he's
Whoa,
Crip.
okay
Yeah.
then.
Crip to the day I
In
die.
that case,
Get out of here, dude.
In that case, I'll just back off there, buddy.
You have a fourth cousin that made some bad decisions at the age of 33. Like, he's a Crip. You're just...
Yeah. Well, from what I saw from my take, this is just my straight take from Tekashi 6ix9ine. I could be way wrong, but he basically he came into some money, or he either came into some money, or he had someone that backed him, and they threw out a ton of money, put out a lot of things to get people to come to congregate around, so he could shoot his videos, and then he'd have these. He put out these huge parties, where he's just throwing money around and buying everyone drinks, and so that's how he became affiliated with all the things he did. And that's actually part of it. I mean, it has to be to me. That's the only thing that makes sense is that has to be how he became popular.
It has to,
because his music is trash.
It's
and I feel like I'm very open to all types of genre of music. Like I'm very open. But his is so bad, and it's not good at all. And then, but then you go onto his YouTube stuff, and they get like 10 million views on his songs, and you're like, who's listening to this?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a pause here real quick. Okay, now
We're back.
Yep, here we go.
We're back.
Yeah,
Alex has the bladder of a 3-year-old child.
I am sorry. I was holding it in.
Here's the thing, bro. If you can't go for an hour without having to go pee, you might want to get your prostate checked, son.
Look, man.
Or you have a UTI. That's your two choices.
Look, man.
One of two choices.
I am not down.
Hey, you want 2 fingers or 3? Because I'm willing to check you right now.
Number one,
I'll check that prostate.
I hope
right
you're
now,
certified.
son.
I hope you're certified.
I may not be certified, but I Googled it once.
I had a dude who gave me a physical in a van. I thought it was okay, but there was no receipt though. That was the weird part.
They don't always check your prostate.
No.
What do you mean when you're
I do like that they offer you wine though, like just to be like, just get comfortable. Like
wine and cheese.
don't be weird. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean?
You gotta give him something. You gotta be able to relax that rectum.
I had a dude who gave me a beer and like some cottage cheese in a bowl.
It's almost the same thing.
And I was like,
it was a PBR though. That's when I knew it was sketchy.
It is, right. I was like,
yeah.
Wait though, like
he offered me a drink and then he came out with a PBR and I was like,
yeah. I was like, I get
is this gonna be sterile?
I was like, I get the van is low miles, but like, is it though suitable real estate?
Are those fingerless gloves sterile? Yeah. That's what I asked.
You know what? Never trust a man with fingerless gloves. That's the first rule I've learned.
That's a fact, dude.
Because what are you trying to hide, bro? Yeah. I don't know. I will say this about the whole Technology 6.9, and you said how garbage this stuff is. I'm not gonna defend him. I won't. That's what you're thinking. But I will say after when we were over here, a week ago, and we're watching one of the fight nights. Yeah. And I asked your kids, and I said, like, what do the kids like to listen to middle school and high school? And they're like, well, a lot of it's mumble rap. And I think that's why he's so popular, is because
they don't like it though.
Well, I think they're smart kids like your kids.
I've never once heard my kid. Yeah, I've never once heard my sweet dear children. I've never once heard my sweet dear children listen to mumble rap and say, "Hey, Dad, check this out."
But they're also good. But they're also not vaping though.
I hope not.
Right.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. That's real wood right there. That's Douglas fir.
Yes, sir.
That's that Idaho Douglas fir right there. Shout out to the Punisher.
Yeah.
But I think if you're gonna take consideration like the vast majority, right? They're listening to mumble rap. They're vaping, right? They're probably not going to church, right? They're probably they probably got like forehead tattoos.
Started about that.
Forehead tattoos,
face tattoos.
They probably voted for Hillary, like if that's like a thing too, you know.
Yeah, some people do that. I've heard that's actually something people do.
But also like voted for Hillary, but also helped build the wall, like on their time off.
And you're,
yeah. No, I get it. I see.
Honest to God, though, as far as we're talking, since you brought up face tattoos, where would you ever be in your life when you would think to yourself, "Hey, face tattoo sounds like a good idea"?
Never. I will say, if I was to ever get a neck tattoo, it'd be very, very subliminal, like just right there, very just nice and easy. Right. Probably something that I respect.
A giant heart.
Hey, I don't know.
I'm gonna throw this out here for you.
Yeah.
Being a respiratory therapist.
Yes, sir.
Couple lungs.
Respiratory.
Just a couple lungs right here.
You know, a little left and right lobe. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's an idea, right?
It's an idea.
It's an idea. It's there.
Yeah. Why not?
I'm not gonna shoot it
That's
down.
all I'm saying.
I'm not gonna shoot it down, right?
Every time you breathe hard, it'd be like your lungs are pumping, dude.
You know. It sounds romantic.
Yeah, and there might be a time when you have to get trached or something, and you'd be like, boom. Two lungs on each side.
If I was to get trached, I would probably say insert here. That's what I would have to say.
I like that.
Because that way, like if they're doing a tracheostomy, I'm like, hey, just make the incision right there, and I'm sure the surgeon would appreciate that.
Insert here.
To which I'm feeling that he's going to give me a discount.
Of course he would.
But that's just me, though. You know me.
If you actually give him pointers on where?
Yeah. Well, because what if he's a new grad and he's like, I'm nervous, like I haven't done this, like I've seen this done before.
First time.
I know where to do it, but I just want guys to be comfortable, you know, like that's like my thing.
Another PSA, public service announcement. If you're getting ready to do anything for the first time and there's a thing that says insert here,
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Go a different way.
Yeah. Say not today, sir.
There's better people out there.
That's a good rule of thumb I stick to is not today, sir.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Can I tell you
Hopefully if you're inserting something, it's not on a sir, but.
Yeah. But that happened. Can I tell you about my Atlanta trip?
Yeah. Let's talk about your big ballin'. Shot calling.
Don't say that. No, because it's not.
Rolls Royce driving.
Maybe. I don't know. It was there.
Rolex wearing.
I was thinking about it.
Blonde hair flipping.
It was the right thing to do.
Private jet flying.
I mean, I'm not going to deny that, right? So listen. So I went to
Gucci wearing.
I ain't even hating. But I will say this.
Tap dancing in them brand new Air Nikes.
Can you still buy Air Force Ones?
Yeezys.
Yeezys are popular right now.
Poppin' Yeezys.
Would you ever wear some Yeezys?
No.
I wouldn't either.
I haven't seen a pair of Yeezys that I thought that were like, oh, those are fucking sharp.
Do you know what shoes I'm kind of into? And there's not a particular, well, Nike has a few of them, but the anything that's like dark olive green, the camo look, or that sand color, you know, that
I
sand.
thought you were going to say dad shoes.
Nah, we're not talking about.
I'll trip you right now.
We're not talking about.
Yeah, I'll trip you.
I've never been so scared in my life.
Little known move.
Hey, No, we're not talking about the New Balance dad shoes. No, I'm talking about like the Nike.
Nike's got the new dad shoes too.
Are
it's
they?
kind of a.
Are they really?
It's kind of that off-market popularity right now is the dad shoes.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of Nike like the
I'm not rocking
the camo look feel. I don't know. But anyway, I was going to Atlanta for this conference called Workbench Conference for a lot of DIYers, makers, and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. So let me tell you how the story goes when I first flew in there. First of all,
hey, can we back it up real quick?
What's up?
Like what like for my curiosity's sake, like what made you
go there?
Yeah, well, like what's it? What? Because I know you've done things like this before.
Yeah.
You've gone to these places.
Yeah. So end of the day, a lot of the people that I know or in the community with are on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube who are other content creators. And so you almost become their friend or their acquaintance, like from the distance. And so
it becomes a thing you do. Like as far as if you're in this community,
it becomes like a camp, right? Like
everybody goes.
Yeah,
to this.
it's like a way for you to meet together. And
it's called the Workbench Conference.
Well, this particular one's called Workbench Conference. This is the second year ever they've done. There's been other conferences like Haven that they've done, but this is more tailored to makers, welders, crafters, creators, fine woodworkers. A lot of people our age, a few people a little bit older. And it's basically a place you get together and you.
So is it just to clarify? Like when I go to like there's like these bodybuilding conferences or these meetings and things. You go there and there's all these different companies that have booths set up, and so you're going from booth to booth, and they might be giving out samples. And you're having conversation with people. Is that what this is?
Kind of, yeah.
People have their own booths.
There's booths, yeah. So when I go there kind of for two reasons. Number one, I go there to meet the people that I've been following and the people who follow me back.
Okay.
Some of them are not even content creators, so some of them are kind of like fans, which is really humbling, right? Because like a lot of guys came up to me like, "Hey, man, I've been following you for a while. Really cool to put the face to the." That's really humbling. That's really humbling. And a lot of people like I'm become a fanboy of. Like, dude, I've been following you like. There's a guy, Jimmy DiResta. The guy's been on This Old House. He's been on Making It with Amy Poehler and Nick Offerman, another show.
Cool.
Huge fan, huge godfather of the maker community. So I was a total fanboy when I met him. But there's also booths there, and a lot of these booths, they know that the people here are makers, creators, and content creators, and so the booths are there in a sense that these are the brands that are saying, hey, we're willing to work either and compensate, like in terms of product, or B, actually pay you money for you to create content and partner with. So there's a lot of brands like Woodcraft and Rockler Woodworks and Total Boat, these kind of companies out there, Xcarve, Spruced, who are just there to say like, hey, we'll give you our business card. We'd love to take yours, and let's partner together in this upcoming year. And if you're going to create content, we'll either give you free stuff for you to create what you need to do, or B, give you free stuff and pay you to create content if you're large enough and skillful enough. Yeah.
We like your stuff.
Yeah, and so essentially it's my way of constantly kind of essentially getting new leads for the year.
Well, you're marketing yourself.
Yeah, you're marketing
yourself. The way that you can market yourself.
Yeah, you're marketing stuff. And if you've been doing things right, when you meet these people, they go, "Oh yeah, you're so and so. Yeah, you're Mr. Build It, or you're Mr. So and so." And they go like, "Hey, we've been following you. Like, hey, let's partner something together this year."
That's
so
awesome, man.
That's kind of like what you do. You kind of go plant the seed, and it's like a big referral time that you go to. It's stupid expensive. It's like $400 a ticket, you know. By the time you get
just to get into
just to get in, right?
Oh, okay.
But it's catered, and there's booze, and there's events and stuff like that. Cool. Like, so it's a big event. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So get this though.
Well, did your lady go with you, or was it just you?
Not this time. Usually Irina comes with me. Yeah, usually she comes
solo. Huh?
I did solo.
Wow.
I only did.
How was that? Was it lonely?
I hate it.
Is there times when you get lonely?
I hate it. There's people who love traveling.
After all the fun and games are over, and you have to go back to the hotel by yourself. How's that feel? Yeah?
It gets lonely.
How do you feel?
It gets lonely.
It's lonely.
First of all,
I stayed. Come out with a new song. Dude.
First of all, I stayed at the world's getawest hotel.
Yeah,
and that's on me. That's 100% on me. That's 100% because that was the one that
Atlanta, right?
It's in Atlanta. The event was held at the Hilton, so it was a nice hotel. The Hilton was sold out because they kind of promoted it. It was like everybody who wants to come, which was like 500 people. They sold that sucker out quick.
You get 20% off a room.
Exactly. That's what they say. Like, we'll give you a discount.
Something like that.
You're like,
right?
Yeah, here's 10% off. Like, here's 10% off of $300 kind of thing. So the Hilton was sold out. So I was like, okay, I'll get something that's closest to the Hilton. That way, if we all hang out at the bar or something like that, it'll be at the Hilton or something like that. I'll get an Uber. So I get a hotel at the Barclay, right?
Okay.
The Barclays in downtown Atlanta. The pictures looked okay. They didn't look great. The reviews were horrible. So I'm like, well, the pictures look okay. And
could you get a per hour pricing? Because that's when you know.
Dude.
That's when you know you're going to somewhere classy.
It was half a mile away from the hotel I was going at. The Hilton was at. And I was like, okay, so this is going to be my excuse.
It's walking distance.
It's walking distance. You get one of those Lime scooters. So you'll get there.
Yeah.
Dude, legitimately, I was questioning whether the sheets were clean at this hotel. It was.
Were you getting propositioned walking into your room?
By maybe the ghost.
The ghost.
Dude, it was.
Was there a chalk outline on your floor?
I could count to at least 4 people who probably were murdered in my room.
Yeah.
There was
the carpet questionably green?
There's an inch of paint caked on the walls. You're like, what are you hiding, bro?
Yeah, I'm certain that there's some blood splotches.
Like
been painted over on more than one occasion.
Tall ceilings.
More than one occasion.
The light fixture was by the door. Oh my dude. Honestly,
antique.
It felt like sleeping at your grandma's house, but your grandma wasn't there.
Yeah, where's
like your grandma's been gone for years. But you're like, I'm sleeping at your nana's house. You're like, no, we're gonna summon somebody. Yeah, dude.
Where does your grandma live? If that's how it sounds to you.
It was fun. There was days that I'm like, I just want to sleep in this Uber. Like that's all. That's actually the day that I vowed.
How much does it cost to actually get a guy to let you sleep in his Uber car?
I don't know. I'll pay double compared to that hotel. But I'll tell you this right now. That was the day that I also vowed to myself to say I am never buying another cheap hotel ever again. I'll sleep at La Quinta before I sleep at this place again.
Did you get bed bugs?
It's the blood work.
I submitted the blood work. Some type of treatment afterwards.
There's an ointment.
It's fine, guys.
It's usually
doctor gave me an ointment. They said apply it 5 to 6 days, and it'll clear right up.
An ointment and a prayer. It was.
Hopefully,
it was a shaman.
Yeah. Hey, just keep putting this on for the next week or so. It'll clear up after that. And as he turned around, he said, "Hopefully."
He put an aura around my pelvis.
The burning sage.
Yeah.
The power of God compels thee.
Dude.
Power of God compels
I don't know if it was the same God that I worship, but like the homie came in like we're doing an exorcism in this place. Like
he saw one side of the rash you got. And
I'll tell you what, it was Tom Cruise. It was Tom Cruise's God. That's who it was.
Scientology.
Dude.
Here we come.
We're touching there. We're there. Also, a lot of fun. Some of the people that I spoke to that I kind of in the woodworking industry that are kind of started listening to the podcast, which I thought was really cool.
That's cool.
I thought it was a lot of fun. I also realized another thing. As somebody who does like that woodworking, metalworking maker kind of industry, it was really encouraging to get into a platform like this where we're not specializing in that. We're just opening up our doors to a lot more things. Like if there is a tool brand out there that we could work with and that's organic enough, we totally will. But at the same time, we can work with MeUndies. We could work with Cash App. Like it doesn't matter. Like
hey, do you want to give us money?
What's up, dude? If you're a brand and you have too much money, we have a solution for you.
Got money to throw around?
So get this. I'm flying into Atlanta.
Right.
I'm supposed to fly in at 10:30 at night from Denver. And a storm hits in Atlanta, thunderstorms. They won't let us land. So there's about 5 or 6 planes that are trying to kind of hover the area at different elevations. I don't know how they do it. Not letting you land. So they're redirecting everybody to Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
Basically, the pilot is basically making the same excuse. He goes, hey, we're waiting for ground control to give us a clearance whether or not we can land. We're going to hover here. If no, they're going to make us move somewhere because we're going to run out of gas. And so that's really reassuring when you're traveling.
Of course it is.
So we go to Jacksonville, Florida. We get gas. We come back up, and we're waiting for them to let us land again, and they do. Now, first of all, for the record, I'm going to go and say this. United Airlines, you need to go to church,
Number
bro.
one.
You need to go to church. Because it is not fair for you to charge people one amount of money on kayak.com. Say, hey, that is the lowest fare. You get on it. And then pay for every connecting flight seat between it was like $12 and $18. You buy all the seats, so which for me was like probably 4 seats round trip. And then on top of that, won't let you bring a carry-on bag. You have to check that sucker in.
Right.
So you're paying $30 both ways. Okay? And then when I finally land in Atlanta 3 hours after my deadline or that I'm scheduled to land, and I go to baggage claim to pick up my bag, guess what is the first thing I see in the baggage claim roundabout thing?
What?
A weave.
Wow.
A weave, bro.
Like it's just rolling on the...
Just chilling at 3 o'clock in the morning, going around this conveyor belt.
So what you're telling me is that there was a female out there that just checked her weave.
Who said, not today?
No, I'm just going to check this.
Just...
They were like, hey, there's metal. Maybe there was metal in that weave.
Well, they told her, like, ma'am, there's no carry-on. She goes, fuck, okay, here.
I was going to check this. I was going to put this above in my overhead.
Okay, I'll pay $30. That's fine.
I was going to put this in my overhead, but all right.
Dude,
check it.
You guys need to go to church,
I got
man. That's
3 weaves.
That is not cool, man. You don't do that to these good, hardworking people.
Hey, that brings up this, though. If your weave doesn't fit in the overhead...
Yeah.
What kind of weave are you dropping, dude?
What
kind of weave?
No.
What kind of weave are you hiding? What are you hiding under there?
Hey, Jared, when you're right, you're right.
What are you hiding under
When
there?
you're right, you're right, man.
Because you got to have something wild going on, for sure.
The nerve.
Right?
The nerve.
Yeah.
The nerve.
Yeah. You know, this is my thought about the overhead carry is a guy that I spent a couple years, 3 years, traveling constantly.
Yeah.
And I can't stand people with their overhead carries.
Dude.
I can't stand people with their overhead carries.
This dude, Kevin, is sitting at
If
17B, but his baggage is at 27D.
And that's how it happens every time.
Yeah.
They're all the way, or this is the worst, is when they actually put it behind them. So when everyone gets up to exit the plane, everyone's professional. We're in a timely manner.
Yeah.
We're in a timely manner, and this guy has to somehow work his way 4 seats back to get his overhead carry.
Yeah.
It's like it's not going to happen, bro.
No.
Like, give it up. If you do that, then you should know that you're going to be the last one off the plane.
What's preventing
we're
people?
all going to get off.
What's preventing people from
get there?
coming up to their seat and saying, "This is where I sit.
Exactly.
I'm going to put my bag here." What is causing this trickling effect?
It's because someone else didn't do that. They come up and they say, "Well, I'm going to put mine over here because I didn't measure my." It is they didn't measure their baggage appropriately. So then they get up there and they're like, "Oh,
they brought 2 luggage.
Here.
I don't know.
Doesn't fit here. I'll smash it in over here."
Dude, I don't know.
That's how it goes, dude.
I don't know.
It's literally the most annoying thing.
Part of me is almost contemplating. I've never flown first class, and that's a humble brag. I have. Must be nice.
Multiple times.
Must be nice.
Yeah, I was a gold MVP there for a bit. I might still be, actually.
I'm considering doing that.
Not. I've been out of the game for a year.
I'm considering doing that because
probably lost all my privileges.
And it's not about sitting with the commoners, man. That's not even the case. It's just like what happens at the back of the bus, man.
Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see that, man. I think that's why we have to have these kind of podcasts.
Yeah, that's another airplane thing. If you're flying without headphones, what are you doing with your life, dude? There's people that get on planes with no headphones,
dude,
and then they want to talk. They want to talk.
What is wrong with people that do that?
Do you
not have enough friends? Like,
I'm not on this plane to talk to you, dude.
I had this guy come up to me. This is our Denver plane from Denver, Boise. The guy comes up to me. We're a little bit delayed, I think 15 minutes before we board. He comes on, I put his bag. He goes, crazy, right? And I got like half of a headphone on, and I was like, oh, yeah, pretty crazy. And he goes, where are you from? You from Boise? I'm like, yeah, I'm from Boise.
You have to move your headphone every time you talk to him.
Yeah, he goes, what do you do for a living? I go, well, I do so-and-so. And then I was like, okay, he wants to talk. So I lift him up, and I start talking to him. And he's like, what do you do? I was like, I'm a content creator. I create content within the woodworking industry, blah, blah. And I go, what do you do? Just being nice.
And get this. Former United States president.
No, I wish.
Barack Obama.
Dude.
How I didn't recognize him, I don't know.
If I saw that, I'd curtsy. I said, Your Majesty. I'd say, Your Majesty.
I wasn't wearing a skirt, but goddamn it, I curtsy.
Dude tells me this. This is what he does. I go, what do you do? He goes, oh, I'm like a motivational business coach for entrepreneurs, which to me says you're a fraud. That's what it tells me. To me, it says that you've seen Tony Robinson talk.
So
and you're like, I'm going to charge guys.
This is the best part about this is he picked you out of the crowd. He saw this guy and he's like, "There's a sucker. There's a sucker."
Listen, I've never been short with people who come up to me.
Yeah.
But if you come up to me presenting to be a salesman, I'm gonna shut you down, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you're gonna try, there's a point. He goes,
"Did you pop the headphones back?"
I did. No, not at that point.
Cold-blooded.
No, not at that point. He finally moved on. But before that happened, he goes, let me get your business card, right? So this is the classic networking kind of thing. Let me get your business card. Now, I gave away all my business cards during the event, so I'm like, okay, mission accomplished. I didn't bring a big stack. I just brought a smaller stack because I'm tired of coming back with them. And I also never want to network with people at the airport because usually people that network at the airport, they're people that are lying to you. They're just going to spice up the story. Be like, oh, yeah, I used to train with Mike Tyson. Like, no, you didn't, dude. Shut up.
Didn't.
I'm not going to trust you. So don't network with me at the airport. So he goes, give me your card. I'm like, hey, man, I'm fresh out. And so he whips out his phone and type in. He goes, what's your name? And I type, I tell him my name. He types it in. And he goes, what's your phone number?
Give me your digits, dog.
And I think when he asked me for my phone number, I think this is where I think things went for a turn. So what's your number?
You got sexual?
Well, no, I shut him down hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it got sexual.
He's wearing trench coat, and
I'm
not about to do that.
This is usually where you'd go to the restroom.
Yeah, which I don't do stuff in trench coats. It's like one of the hard fast rules that I have. And he goes, and I go, hey, how about you just use my email? And he types in my email. I think at that point he realized not interested.
Because I heard per Senator Craig, the double tap under the restroom stall. That's the sign, dude. The double foot tap.
If you're trying to party?
Double foot tap means you're down to party, yeah.
Do you tap on the tile or do you tap
per Idaho's own Senator Craig?
Or do you tap under the toilet thing?
I'm not sure. We'll have to give him a call and
I just don't want to confuse people.
Next episode, guys, just tune in. We're gonna call Senator Craig and we're gonna actually get the rundown.
How fun would that be?
We're gonna get the rundown on how to actually pick up a guy at an airport.
We're gonna spend 27 minutes on hold. With elevator music.
Yeah, I love
We're going to spend the first half of the podcast being on hold and bantering, and then finally...
It would be beautiful.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
We'll finally get him on, and it's time to come... Hey, it's time to come clean. We're going to... let's just make it a mission that every podcast, we're going to offend a congressman.
That'd be kind of thing. That'd be our thing.
Yeah, that should be our thing.
Like, I like to listen to the guys at Pillow Talk. They offend government agencies. Are they still closed, by the way? Is the government still closed?
I thought they reopened, but then is Trump not threatening to close it down again?
But then they had a potluck the first day they opened.
Of course they had a potluck.
Nobody's working on a
people
potluck.
Got sick. Yeah, that's what always happens with potlucks.
Brenda brought crab cakes.
Somebody comes down with E. coli. Afterwards.
She lives in Idaho. There's no body of water nearby. She's like,
I've got C. diff
of the sea. Where's the last time you've seen sea, Brenda?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyhow, man.
We live in North Dakota. There's no sea around here. How fresh are these shrimp? That's what I ask.
Yeah. How about next time
if I'm in the Midwest and I'm eating seafood, go question yourself.
How about you bring potatoes next time, Brenda?
Yeah, exactly. You're from Idaho, Brenda.
Don't try to top
everything. Get it together.
Jeez.
Get it together.
All right, Jared, what do you think, man?
I don't know. Do we want to talk about the UFC or do we want to wrap it?
Do you think people want to listen past a minute 06?
Minute 06? I don't know. Guess not.
Let's get it for next time.
Are there going
to be some fights next time coming in? Because I don't know anything about
the next. Yeah, like the next 4 weeks.
Well, who are you excited about? Who are you excited about this fight? Because I don't know too many. I've seen some prelim stuff, but I didn't see any. I didn't do any research on who's actually fighting.
Well, it's kind of in my opinion, it's the card that everyone hates type of thing. Because you don't like, a lot of people don't like Tyrone Woodley, the champ. Yeah. The 170 champ. A lot of people don't like John Jones.
John Jones.
He's the